So let's look at business survival rates, successful businesses, because that's what we're hoping to achieve. But how many businesses actually are successful? Well, if we look at the statistics from the Office of National Statistics, and here we're looking at the survival rates for businesses born in 2014, actually only just over 42.5% will make it to year 5. And that is quite a shocking statistic, I think. Just surviving to still be in the race is only one small part of the journey. To actually get to the finish line, to be successful and exit successfully, that is no mean feat. And no matter what, at some point you will to exit. And the statistics for company exits are even more worrying than survival rates. So for that portion of businesses that are still there after 5 years, the successful minority who survived to year 5, more than 90% of the businesses are simply wound up without being marketed for sale at all. And that may be because they're not the sort of business that can be sold anyway. But of the ones that do put themselves forward for sale, 80% of those will not sell. They're just not attractive. They're not marketable at all. And just imagine the impact on those poor entrepreneurs whose business was actually meant to be part of their retirement. Some have no choice. They'll just have to carry on working because they can't afford to stop until it's too late. Either that, or they just haven't planned what their life will look like in later life. They haven't planned and they've failed to achieve their life goals. So it's not a great end, is it, to a long and arduous journey that many have. So if we carry on then, so here we have less than 1% of businesses that will actually be sold. Of those that do get sold, they have a 1 in over 2,200 chance of achieving a successful exit. In other words, the exit that they desired at the right time and at the right value for them. So it's quite a gamble, and it shouldn't have to be a gamble. We can do an awful lot to plan so that it's not down to chance. So let's have a look at some strategies that we can apply, to beat those odds. So how and when do you plan to exit? Life is unpredictable. It really is. And unfortunately, current statistics show that approximately 50% of business owners are forced to exit, often due to changes in their personal circumstances. And preparing for these unfortunate events is really quite essential, so that we can protect our families, our employees, and our legacies. So, death actually is inevitable. Preparing your business, and we need to prepare the business and your family for that inevitability. And that may sound a bit overdramatic, but I am aware of quite recently, a couple of individuals that have died whilst actually running their businesses without any planning, and the upset that that's caused, really quite tremendous. And without that planning, your loved ones may struggle, employees may lose their jobs. So it's really quite important to incorporate the need to be able to deal with this tragedy, incorporate it into your business continuity plans and exit strategies. Next, we have disease and disability. Health issues can strike unexpectedly. It happens, absolutely. So we need to create systems that keep the business running, allowing you to focus on what matters most. By having those systems in place, that does help to ensure business continuity, and it gives the option for an exit if needed, to take advantage of an opportunity that may come along. The next E, we've got 5 of them, by the way, divorce. That that impacts a lot of couples, and it can jeopardize the business because the business may be treated as part of your estate and then becomes subject to valuation and settlements. So have a contingency plan in place to avoid forced sales or unplanned outcomes. And again, you probably are all aware of somebody who's been in this situation. I know I have personally within the last 12 months. Not been in the situation, by the way, but I'm aware of somebody in that situation. And then the fourth one, dispute and disagreement. Conflicts amongst co-directors or shareholders, they do happen, and they happen often. A robust shareholder agreement can resolve disagreements before they escalate. They can help to take emotion out of what is quite a tense transaction, a tense time. And then we have distress, burnout, exhaustion. Personal stress can lead to rash decisions. So we need to avoid walking away or selling hastily by preparing for potential tough times ahead. So by addressing these risks, you can make informed decisions and tackle life's challenges effectively. And what we're looking to do here is minimize the pain that inevitably comes with these unfortunate circumstances.